Hey everybody, my name is Maureen Bakis. I'm here to introduce my new Becoming Responsible Mental Health Education and Training program. Today in this video, I just want to explain the program's purpose, give you an outline and an overview about how it's laid out, the format and so forth, and give you as many details as I can about the content so that you can make an informed decision about investing and becoming responsible, which is about investing in your mental health for either yourself or for someone else you care about. So let me tell you a little bit about myself first, and then about why I created the Becoming Responsible program for you and those you care about. So we learn within relationships, person to person, and we share our common humanity. So I think it matters that you know who I am. First of all, I'm no authority on mental health or of human nature, and I'm definitely not the authority of you. I can't tell you what to do, what to think, or how to feel. As one person just like you, all I can do is share my experience, my learning, and my resources to try to invite you, inspire you, and encourage you to empower yourself, to be the healthiest you possible. You can choose whether or not you want to become responsible for your health. This program is all about you. And that's what I used to tell my high school students and my yoga students about learning. It's about your growth and development as a human person. It's about realizing your potential. It's definitely not about the grades. So this Becoming Responsible program isn't about getting an A. It's about knowing yourself, how you function, and taking ownership of your health and your life. It's a process. And so this program will be relevant and useful to you throughout your life. It's designed that way. So I learned how to become responsible and response able throughout my life by being fully and deeply immersed in learning about learning. As a single mom of four, as a high school teacher, as a yoga teacher, as an athlete and coach, and now as a mental health counselor. I taught high school English for over a decade, created a graphic novels curriculum, and wrote a book for educators about how to use them in the classroom. I spent many years also teaching teachers about learning, and I coached teenagers in their athletics as well. I myself was a Division I athlete a long time ago, and I continue to be deeply committed to physical fitness, healthy lifestyle, and yoga practice. This Becoming Responsible program is the culmination of all of this learning in my life, which included a lot of pain, loss, also joy, basically blood, sweat, and tears over the course of my life. I'm really excited to share it with you. Now, I'll tell you some specific experiences and problems that led me to creating this Becoming Responsible program for you. Toward the end of my career in education, most of my students were complaining of high anxiety and otherwise struggling with their mental health. At the same time, I began to struggle with the way my school and parents were responding to this growing teen crisis. They decided the answer to young people's high stress was to create safe spaces where kids would presumably be buffered from challenge, encouraged to avoid discomfort, even when some of those challenges were from within their very bodies and minds. I watched as administrators indulged parents and overprotected students from, quote, danger and, quote, threats, like hurt feelings, offensive speech, and verbal forms of harm, uncertainty, confusion, or other upsetness, like feeling discouraged, disappointed, or experiencing dis-ease, like boredom. The adults attempted to control the learning process and the learning environment by controlling behavior, and they were motivated by fear, which was often disguised as compassion or empathy. It got a little tricky. During the same time outside my job, I was transforming my own approach to healthy living, changing from a more intellectual approach to understanding my own humanity into a more embodied way of being and becoming through practicing yoga. I had been raised, just as my students had, as primarily a thinker, that my identity was as a doer rather than as an embodied, energetic being, always in process of becoming and responding to life, including whatever life threw my way from beyond my control. As a yogi, I learned about embodied learning, how balancing the nervous system and practicing mindfulness was incredibly healing and healthy. I found this was a missing piece in a more complete curriculum of my own holistic health and in raising healthy humans. I felt so strongly about a possible solution I had discovered for responding to this teen mental health crisis that I was seeing in my school and even in the broader culture that I decided to quit my job, and I dedicated myself to writing the curriculum you have here, the Becoming Responsible Education and Training Program. This isn't the entire story, so in the first welcoming video in the program, I do explain more about its origins. So now that you know a bit about me and some of the reasons why I created the Becoming Responsible program, I'll give you its purpose and goals and share its contents and format. So the following quote really captures the gist of the program. Who you become isn't because of what happens to you. It's about how you respond. And I'll repeat that. Who you become isn't because of what happens to you. It's about how you respond. These are my words, and I live by them. So did the Stoics, and Viktor Frankl, and yogis, and wise sages east and west, as it turns out. The statement defines this entire program. It's about you becoming and responding. It is a program specifically designed to answer, how do I become and respond? This program's education empowers you with the why to become responsible and the how to become response-abled. You know how people will tell you, just relax. Well, often they never tell you why or how to do it. I don't tell you what to do in this program. I focus on the how and the why to empower you to decide and to act for yourself. Okay, so I believe that we are all in a continual state of becoming and that we can participate in this process of becoming through the way we respond, more or less consciously. And the program is about exactly this, your subconscious automatic functioning and your more conscious capacities, and how you can discover these two aspects of your human nature through self-study. And the hope is that you are empowered with this new education to act, to leverage your learning for good health and a good life. Or not. You get to decide. You are alive without having been consulted about your design. You were put into the driver's seat of your life, like it or not. And many people struggle with accepting this hard truth. Since you are in the driver's seat, it is your responsibility to learn to discover what's under the hood so you can drive, otherwise known as live properly. In this program, you'll be invited to get to know how you and your parts function to become whole and well, and so you can do preventative care and maintenance, understand wear and tear, and collaborate better with any mechanics and body workers, etc., that you may need. There's loads of power under the hood. That means within you. Thus, it is irresponsible to ignore it, avoid it, or worse, let someone else be in charge of it. Although you own powerful forces within you for which you are responsible, your life is also determined to an extent by forces beyond your control. It's never just one or the other. It's always an amalgam of both. These are what I call the landscapes of life, the landscapes you must explore, that is, your personal inner landscape and the landscape beyond your body out there, which continually influences and shapes you. It's also why I named my wellness education business Landscapes for Learning. The landscapes of your life are for learning. This program will help you become aware of this inner and outer process of development and adaptation, so that you may more deliberately and intentionally exercise the power that you can, to move in harmony with the powers that you cannot. It is my goal to help you learn about how to harness and integrate important aspects of your nature and your experiences, inside and out, to become whole and well. Because when you're better, we all are. Ultimately, the program purpose is empowerment through education, to take personal responsibility for your mental health and wellness through the process of self-study. It's been designed to provide conceptual learning for direct, immediate application to each unique student. It's been constructed and organized to enable individuals to engage with self-study so they can become responsible for their own maturation and overall wellness. In sum, the program is literally about you. The 3 program goals are as follow. First is to share knowledge. Second is to encourage and enable you to apply this knowledge to your life through practice. And third is to load you up with resources. I help you discover your own resources, and I share cutting-edge references and resources with you from the world of neuroscience and mind-body health, a lot of which is not yet mainstream within education or psychotherapy. First, knowledge. You'll gain knowledge of nervous system function and regulation, mindfulness, and lifestyle habits, as these relate to healthy mental health and human functioning. Second is application and practice. Students will apply the knowledge to personal experience to know and understand themselves, to self-regulate, to make better, more intentional choices, and to use effective coping skills to adapt and manage their experiences. And third is resources. Students will gain a plethora of trusted, vetted mental health and wellness resources to build on their program learning and to continue becoming responsible throughout their lives. So here's the outline. The program is organized into 6 units or parts. These parts each contain a video or 2 as they are laid out in sequence on the course homepage. The transcript is also below each video. The videos, are organized for you to follow in order. 1 is mental health. 2, nervous system regulation and the stress response. 3, mindfulness and cognitive functioning. 4, know thyself, how and why to self-study. 5 is relationships and health, the me and we. 6 is becoming responsible, and 7 is the references and resources. I guess that's 7 parts, not 6. You will gain knowledge of key mind-body integrative and holistic health concepts to become response-abled and responsible for your health and development. You will learn how the human nervous system is structured and functions, its subconscious automatic behavior, as well as our higher level human consciousness and its relationship to the subconscious. You will learn about the important connection between nervous system regulation and mindfulness, why you can't really have one without the other, as the mind-body work together. You'll be given opportunities to directly apply this new understanding, turning your attention inward, if you will, to your inner landscape. This is engaging in self-study to know yourself as a mind-body being in a continual state of becoming. Here, you will expand your inner awareness for more optimal and healthy functioning, as well as discover your inner connectedness to the outside world. Your new knowledge and skills are then further explored as these relate to human action or behavioral health. That's how we act and move in the world, and to our relational health. Relational health is part of individual health, as people are social creatures whose identities are influenced and shaped by those around them and the environments in which they live. Additionally, you will be guided, given time and encouragement to attend to your personal, subjective experiences, learning through curious exploration with a trial and error attitude to understand, willingly accept, and better assess your own mind-body functioning in real time. A goal for you is to begin to notice and realize when you are reacting subconsciously and/or responding mindfully. The content of the program is delivered in a narrated slideshow by yours truly. I provide direct instruction in mental health concepts, keeping things really super simple, and give an introduction to coping and adaptive skills. As well, I give you individual practice time in using knowledge, skills, and tools, and I offer opportunities for reflection on your learning and your personal experience. There's also an option, if you're interested, for a one-to-one tutorial with me at additional cost and by availability. Just contact me for more details about that. And finally, participants, you control the pacing. You revisit the material as much as you want, and you own the program contents forever to deepen your learning over time. That way you can go down any rabbit holes you want to find out more. By the end of the program, an important outcome is for you to have begun to realize your inner resources. You have them for becoming who you really are, recognizing how you live from the inside out. This might contrast with what many others tell you or train or inculcate you to be. Another outcome is that you will have begun to increase your capacity to become more responsible, using adaptive coping and other skills to manage, appreciate, and express gratitude for all of your experiences. Perhaps even clarifying for yourself who you could become as a result of knowing yourself and responding to life in new ways with new perspective. Finally, I hope you will complete the program, owning it to revisit it throughout your life, and exploring and deep diving into the mind-body health resources I share with you for learning even more about yourself. There's so many good resources that people simply don't know about. In a way, I'm promoting the work of a lot of other fantastic people who have helped me and helped me help clients and many people. Use the program and its references and resource list to further explore your needs, strengths, and other areas of your personal interest. In sum, this program will have you discovering your inner resources, gaining insight, and increasing self-understanding, along with gaining access to and learning from external resources provided for you from the exploding and expanding world of somatic-focused mental health treatments and holistic psychology, which you can use to engage in self-healing and personal development forever. So my course is really just to get you started, to give you foundational knowledge and basics in a clear, concise, easy to learn way so that you can use the resources that are also available to you. That's about all I can say in my attempt to help you realize that this program's for you and for those you think might also benefit. I really have created it with teenagers in mind, but it's really for everyone. I think it would be a great thing for parents to take the course and also for their teens. That would be my dream. I really do believe that so many of the challenges of modern life we currently face may be ameliorated by each of us becoming responsible. Please feel free to contact me with any questions. I look forward to connecting with you as you engage in the process of learning how to become responsible. Take care.